Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this morning's Eastern Pacific Tropical Update. So we have Tropical Storm Greg, Hurricane Fernanda, and an area of interest in the Eastern Pacific. Looking at Tropical Storm Greg as of 11 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time, Sunday, August the 13th. Tropical Storm Greg has maximum sustained winds of 40 miles per hour, a minimum central pressure of 1,005 millibars, and is moving west at 13 miles per hour. Looking at Hurricane Fernanda, as of 11 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time, Sunday, August the 13th, Hurricane Fernanda has maximum sustained winds of 125 miles per hour, a minimum central pressure of 959 millibars, and is moving west at 8 miles per hour. And looking at Disturbance 1, as of 5 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, Monday, August the 14th, 2023. A tropical wave continues to produce a broad area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms off the southern coasts of Mexico, Guatemala, and El Salvador. Environmental conditions appear conducive for development, and a tropical depression is expected to form within the next few days, while the system moves west-northwestward, roughly parallel to the coast of southern and southwestern Mexico. Formation chance through 48 hours is now medium at 50%, and formation chance through 7 days is high at 90%. So this one off the coast of Mexico, Guatemala, and El Salvador is one that I'm really going to be watching over the next several days, as this could pose a dangerous threat to the Baja Peninsula. So looking at the Zoom Earth satellite imagery and cone for Greg and Fernanda, Fernanda has explosively intensified, as yesterday evening we were looking at a 40-mile-per-hour tropical storm, or Sunday evening, and now as of this morning, August the 14th, we're looking at a 125-mile-per-hour Category 3 major hurricane. And as we go into 1 p.m. Central American Time, August the 14th, we're looking at a 145-mile-per-hour Category 4 major hurricane as Fernanda continues to rapidly intensify through the day. But then as we go into Tuesday, 1 a.m. Central American Time, Fernanda is going to start a weakening trend where we're looking at a 125-mile-per-hour Category 3 major hurricane. Going into Tuesday, 1 p.m. Central American Time, a 115-mile-per-hour Category 3 major hurricane moving to the west. Wednesday, 1 a.m. Central American Time, a 100-mile-per-hour Category 2 hurricane moving to the west. And then by Wednesday, 1 p.m. Central American Time, an 80-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane moving to the west. Thursday, 1 a.m. Central American Time, a 70-mile-per-hour tropical storm moving to the west. By Friday, 1 a.m. Central American Time, a 45-mile-per-hour tropical storm moving to the west. And then by Saturday, 1 a.m. Central American Time, a 35-mile-per-hour low-pressure area moving to the west. So Fernanda is going to weaken as fast as it develops due to some strong wind shear in the East Central Pacific. Looking at Greg, 40-mile-per-hour tropical storm. By 1 p.m. this afternoon, 45-mile-per-hour tropical storm. Tuesday, 1 a.m., 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm. Tuesday, 1 p.m., 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm. And then going into Wednesday, 1 a.m., 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm. Going into Wednesday, 1 p.m. Central American Time, 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm. 45-mile-per-hour tropical storm by Thursday morning. 40-mile-per-hour tropical storm by Friday morning. And then 35-mile-per-hour tropical depression by 1 a.m. Saturday morning, Central American Time. And thankfully, neither of these systems, as of right now, are going to pose any threat to Hawaii. So looking at the 6Z run of the GFS model for all of our systems in the Western Pacific, here is Hurricane Fernanda, here's Tropical Storm Greg, and as we go through the next couple of days, Hurricane Fernanda is going to weaken, as well as Tropical Storm Greg as they move to the west. Both are going to dissipate before impacting Hawaii. But here comes our third disturbance, rapidly intensifying into a Category 2 hurricane by Thursday southwest of Mexico. And then this is going to get very close to southwestern Mexico as it rapidly intensifies to a Category 3 by Friday, August the 18th. And then the GFS model shows a potential Category 4 even 5 hurricane by Saturday to the southwest of the Baja Peninsula. And then the GFS model wants to curve this hurricane up towards the Baja Peninsula by Monday as a Category 3, and then curves it out to sea before making landfall on Wednesday. However, I've seen previous model runs that make a landfall in the Baja Peninsula, so I'm going to be really watching the trends on this disturbance very closely over the next several days. And then looking at the European model has Fernanda and Greg moving to the west, impacting no land. And then here comes the hurricane from the disturbance in the Eastern Pacific with a Category 1 hurricane by Friday, Category 2 hurricane by Sunday, and the European model has it further to the west, but yesterday the European model had this hurricane going out to sea, so the European model is now trending towards the GFS in terms of a curve to the north. So if you live across the Baja Peninsula of California, make sure you're really paying close attention to this disturbance off the southern coast of Mexico over the next several days. Thanks for watching this morning's tropical update on the Eastern Pacific. I'll continue to update you guys on the Eastern Pacific as we have an explosion of activity, especially this system off the coast of Mexico. Please stay safe and have a wonderful day, my friends.